Hi, I'm Denise. Thank you for watching my video. Today I'm going to talk about how to pronounce the word the. This word has two pronunciations, and they are the and the. Many Americans pronounce this word as the all or most of the time, but others pronounce them in different cases, okay? So I will talk about that. I will talk about how to pronounce each of these. I will give you several examples here on the board, and a little later I'll also give you some sentences to practice with me, and then a couple of questions I will ask of you at the end, okay? Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm really happy that you came. I hope that this video will be very useful to you. Also, please remember to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. And please consider donating also. There is a link in the description box that you can use if you'd like to make a donation. Okay? All right. Now let me begin by talking about the actual pronunciation. Both pronunciations they have the same TH sound, which is this, the. It's hard to make it without continuing it with another sound, like the vowel. But they both start with the same sound for the letters TH. This is the voiced TH sound. To make it, we just very lightly put the tip of our tongue, so the tip is the very end, the tip of the tongue between the upper and lower teeth. The teeth are not together, you don't bite on your tongue, but the tongue does very lightly touch the bottom of the upper teeth, okay? The tongue usually protrudes a little bit, just a very small amount, maybe 3 millimeters or even less. It's not an exact amount, okay? But it protrudes a little bit. So it's between the teeth, but the bottom teeth are not really touching the tongue. Just the tongue touches lightly on the bottom of the upper teeth, or sometimes just behind the bottom of the upper teeth. Then we release air over the surface of the tongue, between the tongue and the teeth. And as I move into the next sound, or even to make this sound, I release my tongue. Okay? So just lightly touch the bottom of your teeth. Then that sound is the same for both pronunciations. The difference is in the vowel sound. This vowel sound is the schwa sound. It's This vowel sound is e. So this sound, is the same vowel sound as in the word but. So the pronunciation here then for this word is the. The vowel again is the same as in but. Okay? Vowel sound here, the E is the same vowel sound as in the word see. Okay? C, E. So in this case, this word is pronounced the. Okay? So we have the. Okay? So the TH is the same, the vowel sounds are different. The as in but, or the as in see. Okay. As I said, many Americans use this pronunciation, the, all or most of the time. But there is a general rule which says that this pronunciation, the, is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Okay? And this pronunciation is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. Now I want to clarify that I'm talking about sounds, not letters. If we look here, each word following the word the begins with a consonant sound. I have car, it begins with k. This is the letter C, but the sound k. Dog begins with d, the consonant sound d. Money begins with the consonant sound m. The word one, it begins with a vowel letter, but not a vowel sound. The first sound in this word is w, like the W. This is one. So this is also a consonant sound, okay? And I'm talking about words that begin with consonant sounds, not just letters. Here's another one, the word university. The first letter, U, is a vowel, but the first sound in this word is y, y, okay? So although we have two vowel letters, the first sound in each of these words is a consonant sound. W, like in the word, well, in this word, one, W-O-N, they rhyme. This is university, as in the word yes, or you. It begins with a ya. So, we use the before consonant sounds. We use the before vowel sounds. So, this word apple begins with the vowel sound a. Egg begins with the vowel sound e. Owner begins with the vowel sound o. Honest begins with a consonant letter, but that letter is not pronounced. The letter H is not pronounced, so it begins with the vowel sound a, as in not. Not. So it's a, honest. It begins with a vowel sound. It begins with this vowel sound. It does not begin with the letter H, okay? Or when we spell it, it begins with the letter H, but the sound of H is not there. Here's another word that begins with the letter H, but the first sound in the word is ow, as in the word how. Ow, how. But the letter H is not pronounced here, okay? So the first sound in the word is ow. So, each of the words following the in this column begin with a vowel sound, so we use the. Each of the words in this column begin with a consonant sound, so we use the pronunciation the. All right? And again, this is the general rule. We also use, another part of the rule though, we also use this pronunciation, the, if we want to stress an idea. So, regardless of what the following word starts with, whether it's a consonant sound or a vowel sound, we could use the if we want to stress what we're saying. So I could tell you that that is maybe the best, food I have ever eaten, okay? But I want to really tell you, wow, this was delicious. That is the best food I have ever eaten, okay? So I'm really going to stress the word, this word, which is normally the, but because I'm stressing it, I'm going to pronounce it this way, the. That is the best food I have ever had, okay, or I've ever eaten, okay, the best. So I'm stressing this idea that, wow, that was great. So here, I should have written this already, but I didn't. So consonant sounds, we use the. For vowel sounds, and to stress, I'll put or to stress. It's hard to write on the board this way, okay? Or to stress, we use this one, the. All right, let's practice. Please repeat. The car. The car. The dog. The dog. the money, the money. Remember, this starts with a what sound. The one, the one. And this starts with ya, as in yes. The university, the university. Okay, so those were the. Now these are going to be the apple, the apple, the egg, the egg, the owner, the owner. And this starts with ah. The honest, the honest. For example, the honest man. Okay? And this starts with ow. The hour, the hour. Okay? And one more. The best food. That was the best food I've ever had. Can you say that? And stress the. Okay, great. I realized I did forget to talk about how to make these vowel sounds. So briefly, I want to say a few things about those. This vowel sound is called schwa. It's a relaxed vowel sound. When we make it, the tip of the tongue is low in the mouth, and the center of the tongue rises just a little bit. My muscles are relaxed. And my mouth is not open much, but my jaw lowers just a little bit. This vowel sound is My mouth just moves very slightly, okay? And my tongue is relaxed. For this vowel sound, this is E. The front of my tongue, not the tip. The tip is at the very end. The front is just behind the tip, okay? So the front of my mouth, not the tip, is high in my mouth. E, E. And the back sides of my tongue are pressing against my upper teeth. My lips spread a little bit. E, E, okay? And my muscles are tense. My tongue muscles are tense. So, E, E, E. Okay. Here are some sentences and phrases to practice saying with me. These three on this side use the pronunciation for the as in the word but, okay? And I have underlined the letters E in the word the that have this pronunciation. The three on this side, where I've underlined the letter E in red, use the E as in C pronunciation. There are two words that do not use the E pronunciation, so I put an X there. These two use this pronunciation on this side, they use or the, okay? Then I have three phrases on the bottom that can use either pronunciation, and we will practice those, all right? Okay, please practice with me. This is the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So I'm using the with a schwa vowel sound. And that means the more people there are, the more fun we have. Okay? The next one is honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. The best. Okay? So honesty is the best way to go, the best thing. Okay? Here we have the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. So I have the pen and the sword, okay? Which means basically that words, written words are, or spoken I guess too, but words are stronger than fighting, okay? And by the way, we do not pronounce the letter W in this word. So this is sword, all right? The pen is mightier than the sword. The with a schwa vowel sound. On this side, I have the end. The end. So I'm using E, and I use it because end begins with a vowel sound. And I put this phrase up here because we see it often, or we hear it often at the end of stories, or at the end of articles, or at the end of films. We often see or hear the end. Okay? Here I have the early bird catches the worm. The early begins with a vowel sound, so I'm using this with an E pronunciation. Worm begins with a consonant sound, so I don't use E, instead I use the worm. The early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. So if you get up early and start working early, you will have more success. You catch the worm, you have this success. Okay? Here we have beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sorry. Okay, the I starts with a vowel sound, so I'm using E. The beholder. Beholder starts with a consonant sound, so I'm using a. Okay? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So each person, the beholder, the person who's seeing, recognizes beauty in their own way. Okay? So what I think is beautiful may be different than what you think is beautiful. Okay. Now I have 3 phrases down here. These phrases all start with the. The word following starts with a consonant sound. But, so just normally without stressing anything, I would use the best, the fastest, the strangest. But if I want to stress my ideas, then I would use E. The best, the fastest, the strangest. Okay? So let's practice some sentences. Hold on a second. Okay. I could just say, that restaurant serves the best food. Or, that is the best food I have ever eaten. That is the best food I have ever eaten. The best. But if I really want to stress that idea, I would use the. That is the best food I have ever eaten. That is the best food I have ever eaten. Okay? The same with fastest. I could say, wow, that's the fastest car I've ever seen. That is the fastest car I've ever seen. The fastest. But again, if I really want to stress it, I'm really amazed by this car, I could say, that is the fastest car I have ever seen. Wow, that is the fastest car I have ever seen. So I'm amazed, I'm excited, so I'm going to say the with the E pronunciation. Okay? And one more, the strangest thing. Wow, that's the strangest thing I have ever heard. That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. If I want to stress it, then I would say the. That is the strangest thing I have ever heard. That is the strangest thing I have ever heard. So, if we want to stress, we can use E. Now, I do want to remind you of something that I said earlier, that many Americans do use the pronunciation for this word, for the, in all or most cases. So even though I have the end here, some people might just say the end. Even though I have the early, some people might say the early. And even though I have the I, some people might say the I. So it does depend somewhat on speaker, but what I've been explaining here is the general rule, and because you're learning English, I suggest that you try to follow this rule, okay? Use in front of consonant sounds, and use E in front of vowel sounds. Now I have a little quiz for you, okay? I have 2 sentences here, and each sentence contains this word, 2 times. Okay? I will read these sentences, and the first time or the first couple times I will not say this word. Okay? I want you to think about which pronunciation I should use. And please use the rules that I've been going over, okay? For the pronunciation. So, here's this sentence. I'm just going to say for this word, okay? Clock strikes on hour. Clock strikes on hour. So how do I pronounce this? Clock. Okay, so clock begins with what? A consonant sound or a vowel sound? It's a consonant sound, it's k. So I would use the pronunciation for that. The clock, the clock. What about here? Hour. Does it begin with a consonant sound or a vowel sound? And remember, we're talking about sounds, not letters. Okay, it begins with a vowel sound, so we use E. The hour. All right? The clock strikes on the hour. The clock strikes on the hour. Okay? And to strike, for a clock to strike, it means it chimes. It makes a noise. Okay? Like a bell. It chimes. So, the clock strikes on the hour. What about this one? Honest man returned money. Honest man returned money. How do I pronounce this word? So we look at honest. Does that begin with a consonant sound or a vowel sound? Okay, it begins with a vowel sound. Honest does not begin with the sound for H, it begins with the vowel. So, the honest. The honest man returned money. So which one is this? Okay, money begins with a consonant sound. So, oops. That's supposed to be a schwa. So this is the money. The honest man returned the money. The honest man returned the money. Thank you for watching this video. I really do hope that it has helped you. I hope that you've learned something, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and to subscribe, and please consider donating by using the link in the description box. A donation would really help me out a lot. Of course, it's not necessary. All of these videos are free to watch, and I'm just so happy when you do watch them. Thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos, and please watch my next one. Thanks. Bye.